So let me just start this out with, I really enjoyed the beginning of the Song of Strife season. However, as we get into close to the fourth and final month of the season, I feel like there are some glaring issues with this type of model. Number one, I do think four months I think is a little bit too long for a season. I feel like 3 would be more of the sweet spot, but there's a couple things in this season that I'm just not a fan of, and I hope they either improve on or just completely get rid of. There's also that fall off at the end where it's like, you know, it's not going to matter for too much longer, so do we even care about pushing it? And that's what I want to talk about here today. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about the big issue I think we have with the current season system. So again, I want to reiterate, I like the idea with seasons. Having entire new like campaign areas to go through, all these different worlds, you get a different feel, a different aesthetic. I really enjoy that part of it. Part of me really hopes that Graveborn is going to be the next portion of the story, because going around in all these new places, it was really fun exploring, finding different maps, different puzzles, having those random puzzles all over the world too, different mechanics. Although I think, can everybody agree here that these up down mechanics are triggering because you can't do anything else while you're in that animation, but it felt really good. The only downside I would say is how many zones are open and accessible the first day or two, because it felt like the first week of this, if you weren't playing for like 4 hours a day, you were gonna fall behind others that just progressed further in the story. They got more rewards and therefore got more season levels. As you guys can see, our main hero squad for non-season is level 338, which honestly is pretty dang high. You know what's even higher? Almost 800 levels. I think one of the biggest drawbacks and biggest downsides to this season has been the Hand of Resonance. The fact that there's no resonance synergy after like level 240 really annoyed me. I don't know why, it just really did. The fact that I have to continue upgrading individual heroes, which means then I have to change which heroes are in the top based on different game modes I want to play. If I want to try to push Legend Trial, I need to throw my Maulers up at the top. If I want to do Wilders, I got to put my Wilders at the top. Luckily though, they did fix a couple things kind of mid-season with the levels here. This is really cool. Season levels are adjusted according to your baseline. So season levels exceeding 500 are set to 500 baseline, and then you get 20% from 500 550 and 10% after that. For season levels above 560, only a minimum amount is added. So you guys can see here on our team right here, we're level like 780 790. We're only level 522, which is really good, especially for free to play players, because let's be honest, free-to-play players are trying not to hit this diamonds button as much as possible, and once you get to 560, there's absolutely no reason to continue pushing this, because you're getting very minimal advantage against other players, which I think again is a really awesome thing. The fact that we're only 522 instead of like 720, like that's a lot of power difference. I really like that feature, so that I'm really cool with. Again, the only thing that I think I have a problem with re-leveling my heroes every season is going to be the fact that you have to individually level them. I really miss the resonant synergy system, and I hope in future seasons they bring that back. After like level 240, just let us do synergy again, just like we did in the normal season. Artifacts I thought were not a bad idea. I like the variety of artifacts. The downside is I now feel like I'm going to miss so many of these artifacts because again, they go away at the end of the season. These are season only. Starter story one say new artifacts will be unlocked subsequently. We're going until September. I've grown to love a couple of these, especially ones like evocation spell, and the fact that we're gonna lose them kind of sucks. Now granted, they could just reintroduce similar ones that we have to re-level up, but if we're just re-leveling like the same one again and again, I hope they really have like some good ideas as far as artifacts go. Equipment, I actually have no problem leveling equipment as long as you make sure you're not like over upgrading them all the time. That's not a problem. I like how there's a hard cap on the tank equipment, so 400 was the cap, and then once you're done, so you're not continuing to do it all season. I do think there's another thing that was really negative about this, and that's the fact that I've kind of lost all interest in pushing my Dur's Trial. Like, I was so excited pushing, and then it gets to the point I'm like, man, we only got like a month and a half left in the season. Like, pushing these any further doesn't actually net me any real benefits because most of my heroes already have like full magic charms. And again, this is another system that's simply going away at the end of the season. It's like, if I already have my main squad with their charms that I want, there's not a huge difference between getting the perfect charms on a lot of heroes. Like certain ones, they very much do play a big role. Like some of them, we have the perfect charm setups that we want. Other ones, there's like, you know, there are some changes we could make. We could build some of the ones that are a little more optimal for them. But it's not a huge difference in how they play or anything. And the fact that still to this day, like the most important power systems are the non-season ones, it makes me not feel attached to the season at this point. And I'm really just waiting for the season to end. Like Supreme Arena, this is a season battle. I imagine we're going to continue having Supreme Arena in the new seasons, and we're going to have the new season power attached to that. But again, it's another system that I don't care about. Also, another thing, I don't really care about pushing AFK stages at all, which kind of sucks, because then when a new hero comes out, you check out your battle power you got going on here, and it's like, we're at the opposite. We're definitely not at a deficit. We are overpowering the enemy. So testing heroes for those who want to see deficit pushing isn't there, but there's no incentive. Like, there's absolutely no incentive for me to continue pushing this. There's no summons, there's no diamonds, there's no anything. All you get is some season essence and some artifact shards that, honestly, I think I have so many artifact shards, like, I don't know, this just not, like, how many, I got 125 just sitting here because these things take forever. So it's like they're trying to push these systems to farm, but it gets to a point in the season where it's like, well, it's kind of pointless just to farm it. Which again, I want to reiterate, this is a positive and negative, because right now you log into the game for literally 5 minutes. You literally come over here, you hit your couple things, you level up your hero, you go into your daily quests over here, you get all the stuff done, you buy the things in the mythical house. If you have any summons, you can either save them up or get rid of them. Like you see, I just have 10 sitting here because again, there's really no point doing these summons right now. You then go to battle modes, you do your like one dream realm hit, you can do some arena battles if you need to, legend trial if you feel like you can push it since Sunday, since you know Sunday you just had access to the same one. And then of course you have the game modes like honor duel, which have like some secondary rewards that I haven't done yet this week. And then there's like, oh, not this one. Then there's just Arcane Labyrinth, which is beyond me why they didn't do something season related with this to make it relevant, because right now you have to do an Arcane Labyrinth every month or every week to like for your guild, but there's absolutely no rewards besides getting points, which I think is a huge oversight as well. So there's a lot of things I think that can be improved on here. I really do hope the next season comes with some changes, with some more events, though. I swear to God, if I have to chase chicken around and put them into a circle for another season, I'm gonna go nuts. I mean, I guarantee you the bag sorting is gonna be here, the card flip's gonna be here. There's not really any strategy to the card flipping. There is some to the puzzle, but if I have to corral more damn terror birds, I'm gonna lose my effing mind. So let me know what you guys think, but I do think the current structure of seasons is good, but not quite there, because there's, like I said, there's things that you just stop caring about because you know they're gonna be going away. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what your take is on the Song of Strife season, and I really hope we get information soon on the upcoming season in the next month. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.